Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining me today. This video is going to be my first ever anti-haul. And an anti-haul is a video where I talk about new product releases and launches and what is it about that product that doesn't make me want to buy it. Like, what about it turns me off or is not enticing. Of course, I'm not bashing the brands or the products. If these work for you, if you like them, I'm glad. I'm not, saying anything bad about you if you like them. In fact, if they do work for you, please let me know why in the comments. I might be swayed to buy the product anyway. And I'm just going to put a photo, like a snapshot from Sephora or Ulta or whatever website in the corner so you can get a better idea of what I'm not buying. The first one is the Tarte blush palette. I think this is a holiday release. It's very big and bulky. I just don't think it would be something I reach for. You guys saw in my blush declutter, I got rid of all of my blush palettes. There's just something about a blush palette that it's pretty, I want it, but I don't ever use it. I never think to grab for it. So number one, it wouldn't work for me because it's not something I'd ever reach for, but also I hear that the holiday palettes are not the same quality as the full-size regular Tarte blushes, so I'd rather just buy a single of a shade that I really like that I know I would reach for. The next one are the new Marc Jacobs palettes. I talked about the Lolita palette in my products I regret buying video, and okay, so the quality of the shadows is okay. It's not that I had a problem with, it's just that they weren't that great and the color scheme wasn't really that great for me, and it just hurt to have spent $59 on a palette with like 6 shades in it. It was too much money and the quality wasn't exactly what I wanted. I think it's more of a personal preference though. I prefer more pigmented and more powdery eyeshadow. I guess I just, me, I love the Lorac shadows. So the Marc Jacob ones, like, they might be really great quality if you're like a fancy makeup artist, but for me, an everyday makeup wearer who kind of has a preference for Lorac shadows, the Marc Jacobs just don't do it for me. I know that they're reformulating, but I'm just kind of spurned, and I just, I don't want to spend $60 on a palette with 6 shades in it. I don't want to do that again. The next product are the CIT Glimmer Lips. I've been watching the videos of people, like, you press your lips together and glitter comes out of nowhere. I think that's cool. I think that's fun. But those are pretty pricey. I don't know exactly how much they are. I'm gonna say like $17 to $20. That's just a lot. If this was a Wet n Wild product, I'd probably buy it just to try it or to wear for Halloween or something. Those in particular, I'm not gonna buy. Another one is the Kat Von D palette, the glimmer version. I have the matte one, I love it, but the reason I love it is because it's a bunch of matte shades. They're pigmented, they're soft, they blend really nicely, and that's kind of what I love. I do love that formula of the Kat Von D matte shadows, and I love the color selection. I love having all those different options and really being able to transform any look and do an all matte look, and it looks fantastic. I don't need that many shimmer shades, and it just seems like the shades aren't that exciting. If I'm going for a shimmery shade, I'm probably going to go for like a fun color, and this isn't the most colorful palette. I understand where they're going with this product, but for my needs personally, or my wants personally, this palette really doesn't do it for me. The next one is the Urban Decay Velvetizer. I see people using this. A lot of people that I really love watching on YouTube like this product, and I understand who it would work for. I'm guessing it would work for you if you had more oily skin, but I just don't see what the difference between that and like any other powder would be. Like, I'm sure you could do that with any powder, and for that to be like $30 something, I just don't know what makes it worth it. I will go into the store and swatch it and maybe mix it with a little bit of foundation on the back of my hand to see, compared to a different powder, what it does, but it just doesn't seem to me like it does anything special. I think they just kind of slapped a different word on it and made it seem like this new thing that you can do. I don't know what it is about it, but I just don't want to spend money on that. It just doesn't really excite me in any way. I'm not especially oily, and so I don't need something like that. Next one is the Becca Purple Highlighter. It seems beautiful, the packaging is beautiful, but I don't need to spend that much on a purple highlighter. I think I'm going to buy the Wet n Wild one instead. They have a similar highlighter that has kind of like a purpley shift, but it's way more affordable. For something like that, where it's like just a fun random color that I'm not going to wear every day, I don't want to spend a ton of money on it. So even though the packaging is beautiful, I'm not going to be buying that one. The next product I'm not going to buy is the Cover FX highlighter palettes. I have an Anastasia highlighter palette and I do use it. I like it. I love highlighters, you guys know that, but this one actually has a cream product in it, and I just don't know. The powder from the other 3 products in that palette are going to merge and get over into that cream product, and it's just going to be gross after a while, and I just don't think that's the best idea. It is so dark in here, I'm sorry. There's like a storm coming in, and I'm using natural light today, So hopefully I can finish filming before that. Hopefully I can brighten it up a bit in the video. It looks kind of like ominous, like I'm telling a ghost story or something, but no, it's just the lighting kind of cut out. I just don't like the idea of them mixing, especially in a high-end palette. I wish they would have either just made it for powders or done something to kind of cover that cream shade so that it was more protected, so not going to be buying that one. Another one is the NYX Night on the Town palette, and the number one reason I'm not buying this is because it's like $50. NYX, what are you doing? $50? Come on. Come on. The next product I'm not going to buy is the Kevyn Aucoin Neo Highlighters. I've been hearing some mixed reviews on this product, and I think there's just, I don't really care for when products that are powders mix into one another. Like the Hourglass Modernist palettes, those were all connected, and I just don't like that. I feel like I would rather have 3 separate powders. Maybe if they had separated them within the palette, I might be more willing to try it out, but I don't know, just something about them being like all mixed in one, and also hearing kind of okay reviews about it, it just makes me feel like I don't want to spend my money on that, because Kevyn Aucoin is more of a luxury brand, more expensive, and so I just don't feel like I would buy a product like that. And last but not least, I'm not going to buy any product that has anything to do with squiggly brows. No. Those are all the products I'm not going to be buying. I hesitated to do this kind of video because it's one thing to do a review on a product that I don't like, because it's something that I've actually tried and something that I can give my honest opinion about. I'm never afraid to do that. But these are products that I've never tried or swatched or anything. I'm just kind of giving you my opinion based on what it looks like. I'm judging a book by its cover. So I kind of hesitated to do this kind of video, even though I do love watching them, but a lot of people requested it. So that's everything I have. Thank you so much for joining me in the dark, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys!